Hey Virgo, something clicked, something shifted, and now they can't stop talking about it. Someone in your life has finally connected the dots. They've been watching you, observing you, maybe even trying to figure you out for a while. And now it's all come together. They've put two and two together, and they're seeing you in a completely new light, a light that they can't unsee. And they can't stop talking about it. Let me tell you what's happening. This person has been piecing together clues. Maybe it's about your past. Maybe it's about your strength. Maybe it's about the way you've handled things that no one else could have handled. Maybe it's about your intelligence, your resilience, your power. Whatever it is, they've finally seen the full picture. And it's blown their mind. They're talking about you to anyone who will listen. They're telling their friends. They're telling their family. They're telling anyone who crosses their path because they can't believe what they've realized. They can't believe they didn't see it before. This realization has hit them hard. Maybe it's admiration. Maybe it's regret. Maybe it's a mix of both. But one thing is clear. They see you now in a way they never did before, and they can't unsee it. I want you to think about who this might be. Someone has been paying close attention to you, and they've just had a breakthrough. They've realized something about you that they missed before, and now it's consuming them. This could be someone from your past who finally understands what they lost. It could be someone in your present who finally sees your true value. It could be someone who underestimated you and is now realizing their mistake. Whoever it is, they're talking about you a lot. Now, let me talk about what this means for you. This person's realization is a reflection of your power. It's a reflection of how far you've come. It's a reflection of the impact you have on people, even when you don't realize it. You are not invisible. You are not forgettable. You are someone who leaves a mark, and now that mark is being seen and talked about. So let them talk. Let them realize. Let them see what they missed, and know that their realization is just the beginning. Let me go deeper into what this realization actually looks like. Because this isn't just a casual observation. This is a moment of clarity that has completely shifted how this person sees you. They've been watching you for a while, maybe without even realizing it. They've noticed the way you handle difficult situations. They've noticed the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, the way you treat others. And at first they didn't think much of it. It was just background noise, just the way you are. But then something happened. A piece of information clicked into place, a memory surfaced, a pattern emerged, and suddenly everything they'd been observing made sense. They saw the bigger picture. They saw the full scope of who you are and what you've been through, and it hit them like a wave. Now they're looking back at all the moments they missed, all the times they overlooked your strength, all the times they didn't give you enough credit, and they're realizing that you were always more than they thought. They're also realizing that you've been underestimated by a lot of people, and that realization is making them angry on your behalf. They're seeing how you've been treated, how you've been dismissed, how you've been taken for granted, and it's stirring something in them. They want to defend you. They want to speak up for you. They want to make sure that other people see what they now see. That's why they can't stop talking about you. They're trying to make up for lost time. They're trying to make sure that everyone knows what they know. And here's the thing. This person's realization isn't just about you, it's also about them. Because when they see you clearly, they're also seeing themselves more clearly. They're seeing the ways they fell short, the ways they missed the mark, the ways they didn't show up for you the way they should have. That's why this is hitting them so hard. It's not just admiration, it's also regret. It's also a desire to make things right. It's also a recognition that they could have done better and they want a chance to prove that they can. I'm also sensing that this person is feeling a bit overwhelmed by what they've realized. They're processing a lot of emotions right now: surprise, admiration, regret, determination, and they're not sure what to do with all of it. So they talk. They talk to anyone who will listen. They process out loud. They try to make sense of what they're feeling by sharing it with others. And every time they talk about you, they see you a little more clearly. Now, let me address something that might be coming up for you. You might be wondering why this person is talking about you instead of talking to you, and that's a valid question. The answer is that they're working up to it. They're building their courage. They're processing their feelings so that when they finally come to you, they'll be able to say what they need to say without getting overwhelmed. They're also testing the waters. They're talking about you to other people to see how it feels, to see how people react, to see if they're right about what they've realized. And the more they talk about you, the more confident they become that they're seeing you clearly. So give them time. They're coming. They're just not ready yet. But when they do come, it's going to be significant. It's going to be a moment of honesty that you won't forget. Let me also talk about what this realization means for your future. Because once someone sees you clearly, they can't unsee you. And that changes everything. This person is now invested in you in a way they weren't before. They're paying attention. They're advocating for you. They're making sure that others see you too. And that's going to open doors for you that were previously closed. People are going to start treating you differently because of what this person is saying. They're going to start seeing you the way this person sees you. And that's going to shift the dynamic in your life. You're going to be taken more seriously. You're going to be given more opportunities. You're going to be respected in ways you weren't before. And it's all because someone finally connected the dots. I also want to talk about the can't unsee it part of this, because that's really the heart of it. This person has had a shift in perception that they can't reverse. They can't go back to seeing you the way they did before. They can't pretend they don't know what they know. That means their behavior toward you is going to change. They're going to be more intentional with you, more attentive, more present. They're going to show up for you in ways they didn't before. And that's a beautiful thing. Because you deserve to be seen, you deserve to be recognized, you deserve to have people in your life who appreciate your true value. Now, I want to address the possibility that this realization might be triggering some discomfort for you. Being seen so clearly can feel vulnerable, it can feel like you're exposed, and that's understandable. But I want you to remember that being seen is a gift. It means you're no longer invisible. It means you're no longer underestimated. It means your power is being acknowledged. So let yourself be seen. Let yourself be known. Let yourself be talked about, because what they're saying is true and you deserve to be seen for who you really are. I'll also say this. This person's realization is going to ripple out into other areas of your life. People are going to start talking, word is going to spread, and before you know it, you're going to be known in a way that you never were before. Some people will be inspired by you. Some people will be intimidated by you. Some people will want to be closer to you, but all of them will see you more clearly. And that's exactly what's meant to happen. You've been operating in the shadows for too long. You've been hiding your light, playing small, keeping yourself contained. But now the light is coming out. And once it's out, there's no putting it back. This person is just the first to see it. Others will follow, and your life is going to change. So let them talk. Let them realize. Let them tell everyone what they've figured out, because it's the truth, and the truth deserves to be spoken. You are powerful. You are resilient. You are more than people have given you credit for. And now everyone is going to know it. Let me go even further into what's happening with this person, because I want you to understand the depth of their realization and why it's affecting them so profoundly. They've been thinking about you constantly since the moment they connected the dots. They're replaying past interactions in their mind, seeing them with new eyes. They're remembering conversations that seemed ordinary at the time but now feel significant. They're realizing that you were communicating things that they didn't have the ears to hear. And they're kicking themselves for not seeing it sooner. They're frustrated with their own blindness. They're wondering how they could have been so oblivious, because now that they see it, it seems so obvious. The clues were there all along. This is also triggering something in them about their own life. They're realizing that they've been going through the motions, not paying attention, not really seeing the people around them. And they're making a commitment to change that, to be more present, to be more observant, to not miss what's right in front of them. And you are the catalyst for that change. You are the one who opened their eyes. They're also feeling a sense of awe. They're realizing that you've been carrying things that they never knew about. You've been handling things that would have broken other people. You've been moving through the world with a grace and strength that they didn't fully appreciate. And they feel lucky to know you. They feel privileged to have witnessed your journey. They feel honored to be in your orbit. That's why they can't stop talking about you, because they want everyone to know how remarkable you are. They want everyone to see what they've seen. They want to make sure that you get the recognition you deserve. I also want to talk about how this is affecting their relationships with other people, because they're comparing everyone else to you now. They're measuring other people against the standard you've set. And they're realizing that there are very few people who measure up. This is going to change the way they interact with others. They're going to be more selective about who they spend time with. They're going to hold people to higher standards. And that's going to create some distance between them and people who aren't on your level. But they don't mind, because they've found something rare in you and they're not going to let it go. Now, let me talk about what you might be feeling as you hear all of this. You might be feeling surprised. You might be feeling validated. You might be feeling a little overwhelmed. And all of that is natural. It's a lot to take in when someone finally sees you clearly. And it's a lot to realize that you've been seen, truly seen, by someone who appreciates what they see. But I want you to let yourself feel it, let yourself receive it, let yourself be seen, because you deserve to be seen. You deserve to be appreciated. You deserve to have someone who talks about you the way this person is talking about you. This is a moment of recognition, a moment of validation, a moment where the universe is saying, yes, you are seen, yes, you are valued, yes, you matter. And I want you to hold on to that. Let me also talk about what happens next, because this realization is going to lead to action. This person isn't just going to talk about you forever. They're going to do something about what they've realized. They're going to approach you. They're going to tell you what they've figured out. They're going to make amends if they need to. They're going to step up and be the person they should have been all along. And when that happens, you're going to have a choice. You can welcome them in. You can see where this goes. You can give them a chance to prove that they've changed. Or you can keep your distance. You can protect your heart. You can decide that their realization came too late. Either way, the choice is yours. But I want you to know that this person's intentions are genuine. They're not just saying things. They're not just talking for the sake of talking. They're genuinely moved by what they've realized about you. And that's something worth considering. Now, I want to address the possibility that there are multiple people who have been talking about you, because the energy around this is strong. It's possible that this realization is spreading, that more than one person has connected the dots. If that's the case, then you're even more powerful than you realize. You're having an impact on people that goes beyond what you can see, and that impact is growing. So let them talk. Let them spread the word. Let them tell everyone what they've figured out, because it's the truth. And the truth always comes out in the end. You are powerful. You are seen. And now everyone is going to know it. I'll see you in the next reading.